Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a good day. Hope your good day continues. I am here to announce my theories about what will happen in the next Fortnite season. Not season, I mean live event. And I'm here with a good friend of mine who's totally not one of my friends' brother, but we're here. I'm here to announce something. Not announce. I mean, like, say my theories. Here's about what's going to happen in this live event. There'll be before the live event and after. And also, we're going to post with two other of my friends what the live event's going to look like and see if my theories are correct. So, number one, we need to discuss the serious thing of will we be transported to the moon to pilot the mech? Like, what are the chances of us piloting the mech, but is it more likely that we do not pilot the mech? I think it's a higher chance that we do not pilot the mech, and then instead that someone else does. Like, we see some cinematic for it. But then there's something else I think people are a little bit confused on. And that's how this robot's going to the island. I don't know if this is for sure, but most people were saying, well, the one video I've watched thinks that the mech is going to fly to the island, but if we look on the right arm, or the arm that looks like the 7 rocket, we can't forget that the 7's rockets open up rifts. Now here's where I think the mech comes in. I think they're going to punch a rift, and the mech is going to rift to the island for all of us to see. Hey, look, it's the other one. It's the other mech. But also, I want to address some differences within the mechs themselves. Hey, can you please come out the changing booth? It's not time. Sorry, a little bit underwhelmed. I think he understands. So we're going to compare the sayings of this mech. So as we can see, the right arm, or the dino arm, is the same, but the notable difference is the other arm. If we compare them side by side, one of the arms is like a block, but the other one is the 7's rocket. Like the visitor and the scientist and, their rockets. But on the back, we can clearly see that the mech has a jetpack, but this version of the mech does not. So that means, how would it get to the island? I am theorizing that the mech will fly up, or like punch the sky, and then it will either jump or like boost using the rocket and make a rift in the sky and rift to the island very close to the glider before it explodes. And then here's where I think we will come in. See, be the backup support. So in other words, the IO will be us trying to stop the mech, but I think it'll be our job as the players to defend the mech as it gets closer to the thing, the collider. And whenever that happens, we will get weapons to fight the AIO, and then we'll have like a bunch of other vehicles, and also some Fortnite AIs helping us. And then the mech will either destroy the collider, or the thing that's on the table will actually happen and the collider will go kaboom. Which will probably not set us into a new chapter. A new chapter. It'll set us into a new chapter if that happens. But I think that's highly unlikely. I think the mech's going to destroy it. Destroy the collider. I also think a lot of the IO people will be gone forever. I think Salone might never be a part of I think this is going to knock out the IO. I think the IO is either going to be killed, or it's going to live and the 7 war will sort of end. Because it's either the 7's going to get wiped out, or the IO will. Boxes. Just got hardcore in the box. So let me ask my compadre. I don't know. I'm just going to use a bunch of different words. What he thinks will happen. So Super Wither Man. What do you think will happen? Do you think will happen in the live event? What? I know, I want to know your opinion. What do you think will happen? Or do you not have an opinion? Another thing that I think will happen in this live event is the mech is going to get destroyed. Mech will be killed in some capacity. The first mech, never came back again. So that probably means it will never come back. So that probably also means we're going to lose this robot in some way. It's going to take some heavy damage, and then it's going to never appear again. And if we're ever going to need to defend the island again with a new mech, we would create a new mech. So I think there's a high likelihood that the mech will be destroyed. Or anything else interesting I can think about that might happen in this life? Well, here is something I want to say. Just shout out. If the mech was to fly, I don't know why, but I think it would fly like this. It would have some type of booster on it that'll help it fly. Like the rocket thing. I also think that the robot will undoubtedly have another punchy move like that. I think it would be more like the punch that, if anyone gets this Godzilla reference, like Mechagodzilla punching, I think the arm that is the rocket has a high likelihood of having one of them punch moves. Wow. Just wow. Okay, so there's also another high likelihood that the whole event will end a certain couple characters in here, a lot more than just a couple of like I think like a bunch of people will be out of the Fortnite storyline for good. Like for example, I think that the IO and the 7 will probably end up wiping each other out. Or the 7 will win, and they'll just keep monitoring the island. But since all loopers are technically trapped on the island, then the island will continue having its storyline, and we will see more seasons. But if there's any real threats, we'll see the IO return. No, not the IO, the 7 will return. Yeah, they added the IO. Another thing that I think will happen is that it will be a little bit more controlled this live event. Like this. Sorry. We're gonna just. So I think that the mech will leave again after the live event. But if it does stay on the island, I think it'll be like a POI and the mech will be deactivated. Like the POI would be like named like deactivated mech. It would also be interesting to see what Fortnite Epic Games will do with the 7 after this live event. Like, I feel like there's two ways this could go. The 7 are going to be wiped out, and they're going to find some new way to implement the IO. Or the 7 noticing that the loopers have to be trapped on the island, they will realize that the loopers, they can set their real selves free, but they can't set free the skin, which will end up making the 7 turn on each other. That's another thing that I think will happen. Like, the 7 will have a war within themselves to decide the fate of the island and decide a bunch of other things, and also to settle things. And then one of those 7 crews will have defeat the other ones. But that's all speculation. We have to wait for the live event and the next season to get any confirms on any more theories. So, we hope you have a good day. And we'll see you whenever the live event happens.